Good morning, dear students. Today's topic is food adulteration. Now, what is food adulteration? If anything we are adding or removing from the food material and which leads to the unhygienic or unsafe for the consumption is known as a food adulteration. Now, food adulteration, it can be of any type, incidental, intentional or metallic type. Incidental means if intentionally we are adding or removing anything which increase or decrease the quality or quantity of a product, then it is known as a intentional type of food contaminations or food adulterations. Now, if by means of accident, by unknowingly, if anything added or removed from the food materials, then it is known as a accidental type of food adulteration. The last one is a metallic type of food adulteration where arsenic can be mixed with the food material or food grains in terms of by using of different types of pesticides or lead present in a water. So these are the three types of food adulteration: incidental, accidental. Adulteration can be detected by physical test or chemical test in the lab, or you can perform it at your home as well. There are some basic techniques we can use at home to determine or to identify the adulteration present in coffee, tea, chili, turmeric, then black pepper is there, then milk. So at home you can test for various you can perform various tests, and through the test you can detect out your product what you are using at home is good of quality or inferior quality. So here in the lab we will going to perform some tests to detect the adulteration present in sugar, tea, coffee, then milk, from a butter or ghee, or from a edible oil, that is a mustard oil, or from a coconut oil. So let's have a practical experience on the food adulteration. So first we will start with a sugar. Here for a sugar we can use three different type of taste. That is, one is a washing soda. In a dissolved sugar solution, if we dip this litmus paper, and if the color of litmus paper from yellow to changes into a blue color, then we can say this sugar contains presence of washing soda. But since there is no blue color of this litmus paper, hence there is no adulteration of sodium bicarbonate in this sugar solution. Second test is about the adulteration of sugar. You can dissolve this sample in a water, and if there is any adulteration of marble particles, then this marble does not dissolve in water. So since there is this solution is clear, hence there is no impurities or adulteration of marble as well. Now the third test of sugar is, here we can taste the presence of starch or maida. Here in the sugar solution we will going to add 1 or 2 drops of iodine solution, and if this solution 1 or 2 drops of iodine solution, and if this solution turns into a blue in color, then there is a mixture of starch or maida in this sugar. Since there is no blue color, hence our sugar is pure in nature and there will be no adulteration at all. For detection of adulteration from sugar, there is one more test where you can use a HCl, dissolved diluted HCl, and this test can be performed in lab only. Here, what you have to do, you have to take a dissolved sugar solution and here into add diluted HCl. And if there is any kind of effervescence, then washing soda are mixed with this sugar solution. So there is no effervescence, means this sugar is free from washing soda. So our sugar is pure and there is no adulteration found as such. The second test will be of ghee, where we will going to check the adulteration of a vanaspati, that is a dalda ghee. To detect adulteration from ghee, first we have to take a tablespoon of sugar dissolved in water. Second chemical we require a concentrated HCl and dissolve ghee. Now what we have to do, we have to take a sugar solution, and in this sugar solution we have to add a concentrated HCl. Let's add them. Addition of concentrated HCl done. Now we will wait for 10 minutes to get settled down. Now wait for 10 minutes, and after that we will add ghee into it. And if there will be a formation of red color layer on this solution or in this sugar solution, then this ghee is mixed with a vanaspati or dalda ghee. Third product from our practical is chili or red chili powder. Here we will going to detect sawdust powder or adulteration of any color. So this is what red chili powder we are using at home. The second, what we have to do here we have to sprinkle this chili powder on the surface of water. If there is a sand-dust powder is there, then this will not get dissolved in the water. And if there is a adulteration of a color, then this transparent water will get some color which is adulterated in this chili powder. So let's see if there is any adulteration in this chili powder. So if there is a contamination or adulteration of a wood particles, then this wood particle will float on the water surface. But since there is a no sawdust adulteration in this chili, so there won't be any chili particles which will be floating on the water. But the stain of the water becomes some reddish in color. It means there is some adulteration of a red color in this chili powder. So it is a very simple experiment you can perform at home, where you can check the adulteration of a chili powder. So next product is coffee, where generally adulteration will be done with the help of chicory. Chicory is a brown color product which will be mixed with the coffee and will increase the quantity of coffee. Now, if we have to taste the adulteration of chicory from a coffee, then what we have to take? We have to take 1 gram of coffee and add in a cold water. If chicory will be present in this coffee, then it will sink at the bottom and the water color will become a brownish red. If it is a pure coffee, then coffee will float on the water surface. So let's check. So students, you can see this coffee is adulterated with a chicory, because whatever the chicory are present in this coffee will settle down at the bottom and this water will become slightly brown in color. If it is a pure coffee, then it won't get settled down at the bottom and it will float on the test tube. So this coffee is adulterated one. The next product is milk. Here we can perform 2 tests with a milk to check the adulteration. The first test, of soda bicarbonate or sodium bicarbonate, where we will add dilute HCl into this milk. If there will be a effervescence, it means there will be a adulteration with a sodium bicarbonate. So let's check. There is no effervescence, hence this milk is not adulterated with a soda bicarbonate. Now the second test with the milk, 5 ml of milk, and here we will test the presence of starch in the milk. Here what we will do, we will add 1 to 2 ml of iodine solution, 1 to 2 ml of iodine solution in a milk, and if the milk turns into a blue color, then it will be adulterated with a starch. So have a look. No, blue color does not appear, hence this milk is not adulterated with a starch. Means whatever the milk we are using at home is free from any kind of adulteration. Not any kind of, but from a sodium bicarbonate and starch. The next product is black pepper. Here in black pepper, generally it is contaminated with a papaya seed. So here we have some black pepper seeds. Now how you can perform it at home? You have to simply add this black pepper in a water. If it is a seed of a black pepper, then it will sink down, and if it is adulterated with a papaya seed, then this papaya seed will float on the surface of water. Here you can see there are some seeds which are floating on the water, and we can say that this black pepper is adulterated with papaya seeds. Next product is tea powder. Here we have to check the tea leaves whether it is artificially prepared or naturally prepared. Now what we have to do, we have to sprinkle this tea powder on a wet paper. Now after sprinkle, if there is a appearance of yellow, pink or red spots, then this spots indicates that this tea is prepared artificially. So wait for some time and we will see if there is any yellow color or pink or red color spots are present on this paper. So tea test result is ready. So as we all can see, there is no yellow, pink or red color spots present in this paper. Hence this tea is naturally prepared and there is no artificial adulteration done in this tea. The next product is coconut oil, which adulteration is there or not we have to check and identify. Now if there is any adulteration of mineral oil, then this coconut oil won't be solidified. So if we have to check the adulteration in coconut oil, then simply we have to keep this test tube for 5 minutes at a 0 degree Celsius, and if this liquid or coconut oil solidifies, then we can say this is a pure coconut oil, and if it does solidification does not take place, then we can say there is a adulteration of some mineral oil. So wait for 5 minutes and we will see the result whether this coconut oil is adulterated or not. So students, here the result for coconut oil. Since after 5 minutes of cold treatment, this coconut oil turns into a solid in nature, hence it is free from any kind of mineral oil adulteration. So this coconut is pure in nature. The next product is turmeric, that is curcuma longa, haldi. Here we will going to test the presence of lead acetate and mud in the turmeric. So first we will perform the lead acetate test, to which what we have to do, we have to simply take pinch of turmeric in a test tube. Then we have to add concentrated HCl. After addition of concentrated HCl, we have to add potassium iodide. And here, if yellow color is obtained, then lead acetate is present. But in this result, yellow color is not appeared. Hence, the turmeric is free from lead acetate. So this turmeric is free from lead acetate. Now we have to perform the mud test for turmeric. For a mud test turmeric, we have to heat the sample on a crucible. We have to heat the sample on a crucible. Here some samples of turmeric I have taken, and now I will going to heat on the burner. And if white color as is obtained, then mud is present, and if it becomes black in color, then mud is absent. So after heating we will see the result. White color as is obtained, then mud is present, and if it turns black in color, then mud is absent. So wait for 2 minutes, let's see the result. Here we can see that is the turmeric color turns into a black in color but not a white color. Hence this turmeric is free from mud adulteration. So today here we can see the black color as present, and which says there is no presence of mud in this turmeric.